Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's the Breaking Berries podcast. I am your host, Daniel Robertson. Super high off that Bills victory yesterday, AFC East champions. We coming for the bowl, about to take it all the way. Yes, here with my guy Xavier Lamar.
Hello.
Joseph Brown.
Hello.
And my ace, my right hand, my man 50 grand. Been my best friend for God knows how long.
Long time.
Bad boys for life. Ride together, we die together. My man Rickey Kearny Jr.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
We good.
All right.
You know, you acting like it's an audience.
All right.
It's just
no,
us.
they listening. They tuned in.
It's going to be a long one. I can tell already. But Rick, happy to have you on, man. Feel like we should have did this a long time ago.
Yeah. Schedules. Our schedules wasn't meeting up.
Yeah.
I'm here now.
You are. Yeah. I'm excited for everybody to hear about all the great stuff that you've been doing. You know, I know. So I'm gonna actually kick this over to the youngins and let them rap at you and, you know, kind of get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
So you from Buffalo, right?
Yes, born and raised.
What part?
Uptown, then, downtown, and, all over.
How old are you again?
I'll be 37 in April.
That's what's up. So, like, growing up in Buffalo, like, what's some crazy stories you could tell off the road?
It's been a lot. Well, I wouldn't really say too many crazy stories for myself per se, right. But just growing up in the city of Buffalo and having friends and, associates that I've, grew up with and them not being here anymore and I'm getting jammed up in a lot of different things.
Right.
I would say that if your head not on straight, you could really get caught up. And, I think what saved me a lot is really, number one, my dad. Like my dad, being an instrumental part of my life, and also just the company that I kept. Right. I really just try to always be around positive, people in my life. Like Daniel, he's really been a real positive person in my life. I'll tell you a story later, man.
You keeping our personal stories off of this one, nope.
You don't gotta make his head even bigger though. He already
Joseph. Stick to the script, baby.
But so you said you always make the conscious decision to keep positive people around you. Why though? What made you make that decision?
I feel like because I've always, for the most part, had my stuff together.
Right.
So why wouldn't you want to be around people? I wasn't trying to be around nobody that was gonna drag me down. So if they ain't had nothing to offer, I wasn't around them.
That's what's up. What would you say is a really challenging part about just living in your city?
Challenging part I think is exposure.
Right.
I feel like being from the city of Buffalo, you gotta work 10 times harder than other people who's Atlanta, Houston, New York. You know what I'm saying? So you just really gotta get it. You gotta grind. You know what I'm saying? Just to stand out. Honestly, I feel like that. Yeah.
So grind. I'm talking about in the sense of you personally. When you think of grind, what were you grinding for?
Of course, money.
100%.
I think that's the number one motive. And just, I would say money been my motive, and just not having to depend on people.
That's a fact.
You got 3 big motives too.
Oh yeah, my daughters, absolutely, absolutely. Sure. But that was, I didn't know if he was talking about now or he should just say growing up. So I didn't, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, the girls is number one. My 3 beautiful daughters, definitely.
Right. Speaking of your daughters, so what's it just being a father in general? Speak to your experiences, stuff like that.
Well, I got a lot of experiences because I became a father at a young age.
How young?
17. I became a father. So my oldest daughter should be 20 this year. Okay. So it's it's just a lot of different experiences, and my oldest helped me with a lot of them just because I experienced them with her first. Right. But just being in their life. You know what I mean? Like, and always being available to them. I think that's real important. But I think like you said, struggles of being was that the question? I'm sorry.
Of being a father.
Like your experiences.
My experiences, like, okay, so
Struggle's part of it.
struggles is definitely part of it. You know, like especially like being a young dad financially. It was hard. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like I had to. Another struggle was like my childhood kind of. Once I had a kid, it was over. You know what I mean? Like because for the simple fact, just because of the parents that I had in my life and like what they put in me, like it wasn't about me no more. You know, so I just, even though I was 17 years old, I had to really grow up and, man up and take care of responsibilities. And so that was hard. You know what I mean? Trying to raise a kid on a, on a 17-year-old type of job, working at Old Country Buffet.
OCB.
You know what I'm saying? One of my first jobs working at Old Country, and like that was hard. You wasn't making no real money then, and I couldn't really support my daughter the way that I wanted to, but I was able to with the help of my parents and of course her mom and things like that. So yeah, that was definitely a struggle.
So like you were treading on your parents, like treading lightly, talking about your parents, like how was that situation growing up for you? Like you live with your mom, your dad?
I grew up with both my parents in the same house. So it was different from, it was different because of like my other friends, cause majority of the people who I grew up with, they only had their mom in their life, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like, I really couldn't understand, you know what I'm saying? Like how they felt about that, you know what I mean? And then like, my dad was my friend's dad, you know what I'm saying? Still is to this day, but that's how it is. And it's a blessing. It was a blessing to grow up with both my parents in the house, definitely.
I feel you. That's
Pops was definitely he was like another father figure for me coming up.
Yeah,
for sure, and still is. Yeah.
All right, so I want to switch gears a little towards from what I heard, like your multiple businesses you have. So I want to get just insight into your mindset. Like, what was it like just starting? Well, here, let's first. I'm more familiar with your lawnmower business. So, what was it like starting up the business? Were there any challenges that came with it?
Yeah, it was challenges.
I carry lawn care and snow plowing.
Yeah, I carry lawn care and plowing. April, it'll be 8 years. I started in 2014.
That's what's up.
Like I was, like I remember, like I was working at the hospital, at Children's Hospital, and I just wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I could do more with myself. I felt like I was just, I was like on autopilot. You know what I mean? I wake up, go to work, do the same thing over and over, and it just wasn't fulfilling for me. And I just had a conversation with my dad. I'm like, yo, Dad, man. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not happy. I'm not feeling what I'm doing. I want to start my own business. You know what I mean? And my dad was like, I got you. Like, start one. And I told him what I wanted to do. And, me and my dad, we went to go get a pickup truck, lawnmower, and a blower, and I think some rakes. That's literally what I started with. like literally what I started with just those things. You know what I'm saying? And like now, like being able to be in a position where I could provide for other people, families, and like and now I got multiple trucks and things like that. It's just like it's amazing to me. And then I'm still growing. You know what I mean? So it's just like I know I'm getting off track, but I get excited when I talk about it just because like it just means so much to me. But
good.
You know what I mean? But it's just like, yeah, like I just was tired of doing what I was doing because I just didn't feel like it wasn't my purpose. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to do.
So how'd you settle on lawn care though? Like where did that come from? Because I understand going out and getting the trucks and getting the tools that you need to do the job, but where'd you actually get those skills?
Well, yeah, that's since I was younger. You know what I mean? Like if I wanted to go make some money, I had to go cut some grass or go door to door and go, you know what I mean, shovel some driveways.
That's what we did.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they don't understand that.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, like that's why, man, door to door, with the you know what I mean, your shovel, and you want your driveway shovel, like, and that's how, like, literally, like, so it was always instilled in me, but and I knew I could do it, so it was like, why not, you know?
And just to address Daniel saying we don't understand that, we definitely do, and the younger generation is not all lazy. Thank you.
Ain't that out of
Joseph, when last time you shoveled some snow?
2 days ago.
Oh, okay. Did you do it willingly?
Why does it matter the terms? Why does the terms of you shoveling the snow
I just want to
matter?
know. That's all. I just want to know.
I was
Don't
about
worry
to.
about it.
Because we used to grind. We used to go door to door with
I
shovels.
went door. You know what happened when I went door to
lawnmowers,
door? I
and we
went door
would
to
cut
door
grass,
like
and that was our hustle at like y'all age, a little bit younger than y'all right now.
probably like 3 days ago. I went door to door. Nobody was trying to get their snow shovel. So like,
Everybody COVID money ran out. That's why. But, you know.
I don't know. But so I just want to like go back to, because that's like crazy to me how you had like a kid so early. Did you have a plan? Like, what was your thought process?
Oh, nope. No, I had no, I had no plan at all. You know, like it literally was like a surprise. I found out I was having a kid at prom. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, whoa,
Yo,
okay,
what?
wow. You telling me it's at prom, all right? You know, but it was just like, this is a shock. And now, like, I just had to, literally, I really didn't have no time to, you know, I had a little breakdown period. I ain't gonna front, you know what I mean? Like, where I'm like, yo, man, I'm about to have a kid. What I supposed to do?
You feel like your life is over.
My life over. I'm gonna be a failure. You know what I mean? Like all those things went through my head. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm having a kid at 17. No, I'm good. Like, I'm happy. No, I was devastated. Right. Jada, I love you. If you ever hear it, but I was devastated at the time. Yeah. And so, you know, just had to make the adjustments.
So the lawn company and the mowing company, that was after? Like,
Yeah.
How far after was that? Like,
Okay, had her at 17.
Well, that was 8 years ago, right? Because
Yeah, 8 years. I'm 37 now.
31.
So
In your 30s, early 30s, beginning of the 30s.
nah, was it?
You said 8 years ago, dude,
I'm
man.
37.
Oh, my bad,
Yeah, I was
29.
29.
Sorry.
There you go. Yeah, I was 29 when
so
I started.
that was way after that.
Yeah, that was way after. And you know, that was just me after me having all these different type of jobs that I, you know, and it was good. I had good jobs. I just didn't like them. I would leave. You know, so
what made you get money? Like, cause okay, our city, right? You know, different type of things go on. What you at a position where you only got but so much time to make but so much decisions, right? So what made you be like, nah, I'm about to just get a job? Like, why did you not go any other route?
Like go, you know, like do something like legally or
Yeah, like
whatever,
why did you stay at that legal route?
I stayed at that legal route because that was just, it's really just was all I knew. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't a street dude. You know, I knew people in streets. I was around it, but that wasn't just wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm not about to sit out here and you know, try to do something that I know I ain't got no business doing. Like I would have been a horrible drug dealer. I would have been horrible at it, man.
I feel you.
So what's your end goal, like with this, like with all the businesses you're doing? Like, you got any end goals in mind? Like where do you see your business like in the next 10 to 20 years?
Next 10 to 20 years, I'm gonna be sitting on all types of millions.
Yo,
Speaking into existence.
That's the end goal.
Speaking into existence.
All types of all different multiple streams of income coming in different places. And that's what I want. I'm not done. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Never done.
I'm not done. I'm always going to improve and keep trying to, you know, better myself to set up stuff for the future.
Speaking of the future, like what's the plans then? Like you're expanding your company, you starting something different.
Like speaking of, it's kind of crazy you said that because like I done got like so many like calls, man, like from people like, man, like you should bring RK down to you know, like to Texas or whatever or Houston, do you know what I'm saying? Any like a couple of different places. And like I've thought of it, but it's just like how now I just got to come up with a game plan on how to actually put it in effect. Like you know what I'm saying? Like to set it up a way where it could be there and I don't have to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like so, that's a process. And is that a goal? Yes. Is it a goal that's gonna happen like this year or next, maybe not, because I'm not really I'm focused on what I have right now to, to perfect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, put my focus on something else right at this moment and take it off of the other projects that I got going on, until I, like especially RK. The other two is really like they work themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to physically be there to.
What are the other two?
The other two is I got a skincare line, hair and skincare line for men. The ladies, y'all could use it too, but it's made for us. Naturally Bare Hair and Skin Co. And then I also have a fitness clothing line, Gorilla Fit AR 247. The AR means always ready, 24/7. And I'm just trying to perfect that one because I got into, like, I was moving up with with Gorilla Fit, but then I came into like legal issues with Under Armour. You know what I mean? Because like it started off as Gorilla Fit Armor, and Under Armour they said I was getting too much traction because of the word armor, so I had to rebrand. And so it took a little hit, but you know what I mean? Absolutely. But I took a little hit, but it kind of discouraged me. You know what I'm saying? Like, where to the point up to the point I'm like, man, like, do I really want to do this? Like, is it worth it? Because if I was to go back and forth to court with them, even though I wasn't wrong, but they just would have milked me, and I don't have money like that to be.
They got Steph Curry over there, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no money to go against Under Armour, so I had to take that L. And that's just and really, like, that's life, man. Like, when things, you thinking a certain thing is gonna go a certain way, and then a monkey wrench get thrown in it, but you just gotta know how to bob and weave and like keep going, man. Like really, like, you really just gotta know how to keep going and not let that discourage you and keep you down. You know what I'm saying? So,
so since you brought up that point, right? And I know you as you're an entrepreneur. You're managing multiple businesses, right? And one of the things that I see a lot, especially with young black males, is this drive to go and create and build and create these platforms. But a lot of times they often struggle with trying to manage multiple businesses at the same time. So talk a little bit about what that process has been like for you over these years and the things that you've learned, and your rise through entrepreneurship.
Well, I've learned, definitely learned about managing better, because like when I first started RK, like the money was coming, but it was just like I wasn't managing it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, so I definitely learned how to manage my books. I definitely learned that I need help and I can't do it by myself. Right. Like, that's a major thing, man. Like, don't be afraid for help. You know what I mean? Like, and don't be, and it's always gonna be somebody that's better than you in something. And like, what I learned with entrepreneurship is, like, when you really got a team, that it works. It works in your favor, and like I said, not letting your ego get in the way of asking for the help or saying like, yo, I'm not good at this, man. Like, how do I do this? I remember one time I tried to do my own taxes. I tried to do my own taxes, right? So did my own taxes. I filed them, sent them in. Joints got sent right back with a whole bunch of. They was like, no, this is wrong. And then, like, because I guess like the way I did it, I was about to get some type of crazy amount of money, and it was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like that's a learning thing in itself, because you can get in trouble by it, like from that. You know what I'm saying? Me not knowing what I was doing, and if I wouldn't open up my mouth and then like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna keep trying to continue to do it on my own, I could have been in trouble with tax fraud or whatever. Whatever the case may be. Now, far as once I brought the other businesses in, like, I had to learn how, like you said, having all those different businesses, and I knew that I started seeing that RK was taking a hit because my focus wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like fire is like when I mean like taking a hit, like the quality of the work. You know what I'm saying? The quality of work, and like, you know, some of my clients they would call me like, Rickey, did you do my yard today? I'll be like, no, but my guys did. Well, I knew it wasn't you because it didn't look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so now then I had to learn how to, you know, that was a lesson. So now when the guys come on, you know, guys or the girls come on the job, you know, I train them, you know what I'm saying? All right, yo, look, so if I'm not here, it gotta look the same way that if I was here, you know, and go over with them. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like when I started doing that, then I stopped having a problem, you know? So it's just a lot of problem solving with being an entrepreneur.
And it's nonstop.
Yeah, absolutely. Nonstop.
So like, it's hard to start a business, right? So why didn't you just work for Under Armour instead of going to making your own? I'm not like, I'm serious.
Nah. Well, I just, like I said earlier in the conversation, like and I had a lot of career jobs, like, you know, where I could have retired from, and, you know, with good pensions and all that, but
Yeah,
it
a lot
just
of jobs,
wasn't,
period.
you know, but it wasn't me. I didn't like I didn't like not being on my own time. I didn't like to have to listen to, you know, somebody telling me what to do and how to do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I changed the narrative.
What skills from these, like, because there's a lot of, that's 3 different businesses. That's actually a lot. The average person doesn't even have one. So, like, what different skills did you accumulate from these businesses to transfer into your real life?
To transfer into my real life, I would say not so much with Gorilla Fit or Naturally Beard, but with RK, it helped me with my people skills. You know, like it helped me to learn how to talk to people. It helped me to learn how to listen, you know, and not take you know, not be so ready to, you know, say something back. You know what I mean? Like, so I really feel like that was the biggest lesson for me. Because just me being the type of person that I was, like that I was and that I am, or whatever. Like Daniel know, like, you know, I could be slick at the mouth or whatever, and then but it really just, you know what I'm saying? Like it helped me learn how to communicate with people. You know what I'm saying?
So like,
he laughed. He know.
okay, so would you consider yourself a grounded person? Like a person who's like very disciplined?
In some things, and I would say that I'm grounded in certain things. Some things I need help with. You know, I need improvement on. I tell you one thing I know I need improvement on is my time, like, not time. Is it time management when?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my time management, because when I need to be on time for things. Like that's my biggest thing, man. Like I gotta get better with being on time for things.
Yeah. I just asked that because like I feel like you would have to be to run all those different things. Because like for me personally, stuff like that is like, I don't know. I don't always want to be the leader. You can have that, you know.
But listen, like that's the whole thing is like everybody's not meant to be a boss or somebody who's in leadership. Right. Doesn't make you no follower. You know what I'm saying? Like let's not get that twisted.
Oh, you know what definitely. Like, I was speaking in terms of like running like, you know, like companies and things like that. Like I couldn't, you know, that's what I was speaking to.
Right. No, and that's, like I said, it's just not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people who would rather work a job, and that's what they want to do. You know what I mean? They don't want to run no business and have to deal with, you know, different types of stress or whatever, or stuff that they ain't got no control over. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, to each his own. And like and it's people with not 9 to 5s that have made more money than me. So it's just like that. That's not the, you know, it's it's for the person. That's all it is.
You know, I'm curious because I feel like just the world we live in, there's a lot of people who are like working like what you said, 9 to 5 jobs, like where they like don't have no meaning, like feel like it's not their purpose, like they want to like have like time to themselves, like to like be like you build upon like their own ideas they have. So what type of advice would you give to people stuck in those circumstances, like working 9 to 5? Granted, with the situation that some people they've had to force to work these jobs because they still have like their own bills in their life. That
Right? Yeah, absolutely. What my advice to anybody who wants to start a business and they're working, start it and continue to work. You know what I'm saying? Like continue to work until that, and that's what I did. You know, like I worked my job until I couldn't work it no more, until my 9 to 5 got in the way of my business, you know, and that's really like that's my experience, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like, I just say I took a chance on myself. So take a chance, you know, don't put everything in everything in one, what's that saying?
All your eggs in one basket.
Yeah. No, don't put that in no basket, you know, like, so you just gotta really like, step out on faith, man. Step out on faith and see what happens. If it work, it work. And if it don't, it don't. And try something else.
Right. So like we saying a lot of positive stuff, which is good, but like, what are some negative things about running the business?
You could be broke. You could like, no, for real. Listen, like I'm gonna be real with you. Like you could be up 1 minute and you could be down. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you could really be down, and like just like, okay, for instance, with even this year, with one of the businesses with RK, it didn't snow for 2 months. You know, like, and
I didn't even think of that.
And I'm used to, okay, I got my contracted people like that. You know, that's gonna come all the time. But it's like I was used to making extra money. You know, like these 2 months I'm supposed to be up, but I'm not. I'm down. I'm not. You know, but I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what comes with it. Another negative thing about, you know, running a business is if something happened, it's all on you. Even if if one of your employees mess something up, that's on you. Like they're not gonna say nothing to the people who doing the work for you. You know,
truck breakdown, you gotta figure it out.
Truck breakdown. I'm glad you said that. This storm that just happened. You know, like plowing somebody driveway. One of my axles broke on a truck.
Yeah,
so it's just like
crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like I had to figure it out on the fly. Like, what I'm gonna do? Okay, I'm literally in the middle of this storm, so all right, I gotta call these people, tell them to go over there, then call this person, tell them to help me come get this truck out this driveway and get it towed, and continue with my day. You know what I'm saying? Now I started the day in the negative because it's like, all right, well, I'm already lost money today because I gotta put money in this truck to get it back on the road for this next storm to come. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you take hits. You know, you really do. Like you take hits as an entrepreneur, but you just gotta know how to manage it.
Right.
Talk about what that grind is like though, especially with you managing 3 different businesses. They're kind of all in their own arena too. Being a father of 3, like people don't understand. And I was just kind of having a conversation with somebody yesterday just about the amount of work and effort that goes into running businesses, and a lot of times people just kind of take it for granted. But it's like nobody knows what it's like to have to get up at 3-4 o'clock in the morning and start your day and plowing people out, you know, clearing snow, and you going all day, especially when it's a snowstorm like we had the other day.
Absolutely.
Like, what is that grind like?
That grind is like it's really like the grind is crazy, like it takes a toll on you mentally sometimes. You know what I mean? Because like you said, like it's been plenty of times where, you know, like me and my guys was out 24 hours because we would plow, and then once we get done with our last joint, the first one looked like it never got touched because the snow keep going, so we constantly just got to keep working. Right. And then like sometimes, you know, like, you know what I mean, like my guys, like I can't have them work all those hours, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it fall back on me. You know what I'm saying? Like where I'm literally like I don't get no sleep, and I just gotta constantly be out there working until the next people come to start their shift. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's just like it really it takes a toll on. Let me take that back. It can take a toll on. It could take a toll on family. It could take a toll on relationships and all of that if you let it. But that falls back into that time management, how to manage it, you know, and how many certain hours a day you give into a certain thing, you know what I mean? And now since I have 3, I got to split. You know, I'm taking 3 hours out my day to, you know, update the website on Naturally Bare and fulfill orders and things like that. And I take another 3 to figure out what I'm gonna do for, you know what I'm saying, like Gorilla Fit, like what line gonna drop next, and then, you know, for RK, scheduling for that, you know, like that following day or whatever the case may be. But, you know, sometimes I have more time because some things is, you know, is put on pause. Like I was saying, like with like the Gorilla Fit, you know, like now since that, like when that happened, I had a little bit more time to put into each other jobs. And then, you know, like, and also what helped me is like getting my kids involved in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my middle girl, Marissa, like, she helps me with, you know, with Naturally Bare and, you know, filling orders. And I taught her how to, you know what I'm saying, like how to make the products and things like that. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if I need her to do it, or, you know what I'm saying, like I'm passing that on to her. So now she know how to do it. Now she'd be like, all right, Dad, well, I'm gonna make the bear bomb and you do the bear miss. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like it works.
But that's raw though. Like you're teaching her a skill she can use outside of you.
Right.
Like when you're gone type stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like forever. And then that skill can be passed down.
Right.
Gotta have that.
Yeah. And you just walked right into the next question. So as a father, everyone already knows this. What do you want your legacy to be towards your children when they think back to their father once you're gone?
I want them to think about me, that their dad was a hard worker. He was an excellent father. That I don't take no for an answer. Like if it's something that I want, you know, if it's something that I want, I'm gonna keep going after it. I'm gonna keep trying, even if I get denied. And just being like, I really just want them to just be proud, you know, of the accomplishments that I made. I want them to be, when I leave this world, I want them to have something from me that they can, you know, if they have kids, give to their kids, tell them about me, whatever the case may be. I just want them to be proud, you know, of their father.
Yeah, Rick, so I was thinking about something as you've been having this conversation with the guys, right? Competition, right? So there's a ton of different lawn care and snowplow businesses and people that do that stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Same thing with the clothing line. Like everybody and their mother got a clothing line now. And then I just think about, you know, how we've grown up and just how competitive you and I are and have been, whether it be sports or video games or spades.
Right.
How is there a thrill for you because you know that you have competitors in the arenas that you're in, or do you just not worry about the competition? Like, what has been your drive to kind of try to, you know, create your own lane and niche to kind of separate you from other people that are in the same industry as you?
Okay, well, I feel like my work speaks for itself. You know, like it's you know, to the point where I don't have to advertise me. Like my clients advertise me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to I put myself in the position where I don't have to go out and look for the work. You know, so I feel like that's great. And then also, listen, you know how much grass and stuff is out here? I can't cut it off. So I ain't worried about the competition. You know what I mean? Like it's good luck. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like I I'm not worried about competition.
Good mindset to have.
What is something you would have to say to the competition though? Like if you had to think of something,
Lord.
what would it be?
What would it be? I would to the competition. I just say keep going, like because like I said, there ain't no competition. Like I ain't worried. I ain't worried about competition.
Love the humbleness.
That's what's up.
All right, so with that, we're gonna jump into this little piece that we do on the podcast.
Okay.
It's basically like a lightning round. So we're gonna ask you some questions, and basically it's either one word response or first thing that kind of comes to your mind.
All right. Cool.
All right, so we usually start off in like food. So best pizza in Buffalo, or you can give me your top 5 pizzerias.
Okay. Well, the top pizza in Buffalo used to be Leonardo's. They ain't there no more. So lately I've been indulging in Carbones. They all right.
Indulging.
You said Carbone.
Yeah.
Not Imperial. Where's Imperial?
Imperial is not the best. Not
Imperial
even-
bread too thick for me, man. I don't like how thick they bread is.
Well, don't look like you've been missing any meals over there. So
Their sauce be nasty too.
best wings in Buffalo.
See, I'm gonna just put this out here. I'm not a real big wing person. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like people, like I'm the type of person that people would get mad at when they eat the chicken wings because I don't eat all the meat off the chicken wings. Cause
Don't I know?
yeah, so it's just like I ain't, I don't really know who got the best wings.
This guy will literally leave like half the chicken wing on the wing.
man. Yo, it's
I'm
just,
done. Why?
Then go to the next wing though.
Literally, it's like, dude, like, why?
What's the point of being
I've
in the
seen
wing?
it. I witnessed it several times, many occasions. Anyways, we're gonna keep going. Who's in your rotation right now?
musically in the rotation right now is I'm listening to Nas' new joint right now.
Word.
I've been listening to Young Dolph, R.I.P. Chris Brown. I'm a R&B head.
That's a very wildly spread.
Yeah, I'm mostly an R&B head, but that's what I've been listening to right now.
You care to hit a note for us?
All
right. Favorite sports team?
Buffalo Bills. Come on now.
I mean,
Of course.
we see you rapping.
AFC East.
Yeah, AFC champs. Come on now. 2 years in a row.
Yeah, facts. Top quarterback in the league.
In the league, my man Josh Allen, the dog, and that's my man. That's the top NFL quarterback right now.
Bills going to the bowl this year?
Yeah, who we
Man.
can't beat
Green Bay, maybe.
Oh, no, I'm
They the only team that put some fear in my heart. That's it.
in the AFC. We could beat anybody. We are gonna make it to the Super
I
Bowl.
only fear Derrick Henry. That's all.
No, the Titans. I ain't worried about them.
No, he got a bump. He
We
got
got a
bump
blueprint
leg.
for
He
them.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
All right. Your favorite vacation?
Oh man, Dominican Republic.
Enough said. We ain't gonna talk about that. It was a fun time.
Yes, it was.
Bachelor party for the ages. All right.
Wait. What you mean? Enough said. We don't know about this. What you
We
mean?
don't have. That's another. We don't have enough time to talk about that trip. Y'all will get there one day. All right.
He coming back. Gotta talk about this.
That was a great trip.
Yeah, it was.
Favorite place to visit?
Orlando,
Why Orlando?
because it's better than Miami. People be getting like Orlando's so much stuff to do in Orlando.
Cheaper flights too.
Yeah, mad fun in Orlando. Yeah, Orlando.
All right. Give me your top 5 rap artists all time.
Top 5 rappers all time. Jay-Z, of course.
Goat.
Nas.
Close second.
Let me see.
I know this is a hard question for you because you're an R&B dude, but but you should be able to spin off 5 now.
I'm not really, Jay-Z, Nas,
Jamil, this is disrespectful right now.
Not really though.
Jada Kiss is one of my favorites. Who else? I like Fab. He not top 5. I like Fab. So I listen to.
It's fine. This your top 5.
Yeah, and let me see. Drake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thought you was.
We'll have a
just leave him
conversation
out for a
after.
second.
Nah, Drake, that boy.
Where was I going? Oh, if you had to pick, I can't wait to hear this response. If you had to pick someone to portray you in a movie, who would it be?
Kevin Hart.
I knew it. So before all the hair that he got on his head now, people used to like mistaking him for Kevin Hart,
I can
believe it
see
or not.
Yeah.
And what you guys don't know is like he low key, he is a comedian, like hilarious. Like he posted this video one day, a couple of years ago. I think it was like, what's it, 22? It had to be about 7 years ago. He posted this video of him in a Bills jersey. I think it was a Doug Flutie joint. And this was like when the Bills were bad. Like we was getting our butt kicked one day on like a Sunday. This dude posted a video of him going down the stairs, talking about he on his way to Orchard Park to go get in the game. Talking about, I think that's what Rex
I had my shoulder pads on.
This man with full pads running full speed down the stairs.
I'm dead.
Hilarious. I got stories for days, but we ain't gonna do that. All right, so you said Kevin Hart. All right, so Denzel, Morgan Freeman, better actor.
Denzel.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite activity or activities to actually engage in with your daughters?
Okay, well, me and Riley, we always make cookies. You know,
You find out you be baking in the kitchen.
that's her thing, man. Like she always bake cookies. Marissa, that's my, like me and her, we just always just kick it about random stuff. Like it's not really an activity that we do. We just, like as my own, we just talk about random stuff.
And those for those that don't know, Riley is the youngest.
Yeah, Riley, that's my 4-year-old.
Marissa is the middle
Marissa
one.
is the middle. She'll be 14.
She is the problem one.
And,
It's always the middle one.
And Jada, Jada be 20. That's the oldest. But we just, we starting to do our, our dad dates again. Me and the oldest too. Because we used to always do that, and then I got, I wasn't doing that as often. So they pressed me about it. So switched that up real quick. And so I really, with the oldest, not too much activities right now because like she in college, she worked 2 jobs, and she just she be busy. Like,
So let's pause on that real quick. I'm gonna deviate from the from our lightning round real quick. So with Jada, right? Especially since this is your first, and first is always the baby. They always all of them are your babies, but that's
but
like
that's the first one. That's
right?
my first experience. I went through everything with.
What was it like for you? One, when she started to date, because she really still not dating. She don't have no boyfriends. We ain't allowing that. But that, and then when she went off to college, like what was that like for you? How'd you deal with that? Because it's one of those areas where dads, especially black males, I see it's an area where you kind of like, it's like, that's my baby. She going away now.
It kind of hit me when I helped her, like when I was helping her move on dorm. I got a little sad. Then like I'm just like looking at all these, college students, like, man, like she really about to be living on dorm and this and that. So like that, it just brought me to. I was sad because it was like where did the time go? Type like, man, like time was so quick, man. Like she in college already, this and that. And then like as I just felt like like cause she getting older, she ain't really gonna want to be bothering me like that. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like a lot of those things went through my head. But and as far as like dating, she's dated, and it's.
Cause you know how we are. We like Will and Mark bad boys too. Chitty chitty bang, man.
Like, yeah, she's dated. It's been a cool experience. You know what I mean? Like it ain't really been like, I ain't had to worry about having to kill nobody, nothing like that, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's been cool. That's all right.
It's weird because like like when you were talking about like her leaving and stuff to college, that's the exact feeling I had with my sister. Like even though it's not my daughter, like that's how I felt. Like it's just crazy. Like
Yeah, time go quick.
And you the little brother feeling like that. Oh, that's interesting. We're going to have to have a conversation about that.
You're making me feel bad about leaving.
yeah, you guys leaving us. It's crazy.
You know, we talk a lot about fatherhood on the podcast and stuff has just always come up. So one of the things I was wondering about, and I don't think you and I have ever even had this conversation, was just what lessons did you learn from being such a young dad with Jada, and then how did those lessons transcend when, you know, with your other two children, with Marissa and Riley? Like what things did you learn from being becoming a dad with Jada that kind of transferred over to the two younger girls?
Like my patience, like my patience transferred like a lot. You know, like I got a lot more patience, especially like even with, you know, like with the youngest, the 4-year-old, like, and she's so like, she's everywhere, like all the time, like literally, like, you know, Riley, stop, Riley, come here, like, Riley, like chill out, you know what I mean? Like she's everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like so it's just like, it helped me with patience because when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, a 17-year-old, and I got like a crying daughter and you know, not knowing what to do, you know what I'm saying, this and that, like it was frustrating. So, and like that's why I'm like, I was just so happy that I had my parents to help me, you know what I mean, like get through that stage, you know what I'm saying, like so it's just like patience, definitely, like that's really like the number one thing. And then like how to because I experienced it with Jada when it came around with Marissa, I was able to handle certain things, like when you know, even like for example, like, you know, with Marissa, like Marissa like boys a lot, you know. It's just like, I'm like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
Marissa like boys
a lot, man. Like,
Marissa gonna be the one that try to sneak out.
Man,
you gonna see a boy.
I think so. Yeah, man. Marissa's gonna be that one, yo. I don't, you know. So it's just, I didn't have to deal with that with Jada, but with Marissa, I think, and that's gonna be a whole new experience, a new challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just, it's constantly like, you constantly like just reinventing parenthood. You know what I mean? Like, because as they grow, you got to grow too. You know, so it's just patience.
What before I ask that question, because now I'm thinking about it, because we have a person that's with us that's going to be becoming a father for the first time soon. So I'm gonna ask a question for him. But do you feel like parenting became easier since over the years for you, or has it become harder? Or
no, I feel like it became. I feel like it became easier in some things, but it's like when you get hit with some new experience, then it's like you get right back down to like, dang, what am I doing? Or am I doing something wrong? Or why are they doing that? You know what I mean? Like so you start to question yourself and like how, like your parenting. You know what I mean? Like, and so, but then when they do something good, you're like, all right, well, all right. You know, like I think I'm doing. So it's just like really like up and down sometimes. You know, with parenting, but it's a beautiful experience though, like for real. Like it really is just like watching them grow and, you know, having to deal with all these different type of scenarios. And because, you know, as they get older, you know, like, you know, when me and all the girls be together and we just be like just talking, laughing, they always bring up old stuff, you know, like, well, Dad, remember when I did this and you had to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like type stuff like that. Like, so when we had those type of conversations, that made me feel good, you know what I'm saying? Because it'd be like, yo, like, all right, I see what happened there, you know. So, yeah.
what advice would you give someone who's going to be becoming a father for the very first time?
Advice is get your sleep, get your rest, help out the wife, the girlfriend, whoever it may be. If you're having a child, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't put it all on them. What else? Just get ready. Like, honestly, I can't even I can't even tell you what to get ready for, but just get ready, man. Like, cause it's real. You're responsible for another human being. You know, at the end of the day, like, and they literally like you all they got, and they depend on you. And if you ain't don't do it, if they like, where they gonna get it from? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's really like you gotta take you out the equation. You know, and sometimes you're gonna have to go without, and whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's real.
Definitely, that's and for those of you that don't know, that's a shout out to our big producer over there, Mr. Jamil Cruz. A lot like you, manages multiple businesses, wife, full-time job on top of the businesses. So that advice right there was for you, Jamil.
Oh yeah, well, he ain't got no girlfriend. That's a wife. My bad. If we was talking about Jamil.
He ain't made it, Sally. Yeah, he made it. Any last words from Joseph, Xavier?
What's next, man?
Right now, I think I'm just focusing on the things that I have right now. I got enough on my plate, and I'm not adding nothing else. Right. Well, I have been doing I have been getting into crypto, like cryptocurrency, like changing stocks and things like that. But that's something I could just look at my phone and do that. So that's not really taking too much away from me. But yeah, man, like that's some good stuff. Check that out. Like that.
You gotta make money in your sleep.
Yeah.
That's when you get real money.
Yes, sir. Any type of advice you just in general you give to young people now about to, well, us specifically because we about to head out of high school soon, like any life tips, like your number one life tips or anything?
Number one life tip. I feel like at the end of the day, your word is all that you have.
Mm-hmm.
So stand by it. So you could be, so people can count on you. So, you know what I mean? Like they know that if you say something, you're going to do it. And earlier when I was talking and when I was like, I gotta do like better with my time management, because it's a little side story, but me, like Daniel, he got on me one day. You know what I'm saying? Me and him, we had a conversation. We had a little heart, man. And he was like, man, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you say you're gonna do something, do it, bro. Because I be waiting on you sometime. And like, it really hit me. Like, yo,
Checked you, huh?
I'm like, yo, like it hit me. Yo, I'm like, yo, he right, man. And like, so I was just like, okay, I gotta do better. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, yo, be a man about your word, yo. Like, for real. Like, that's my number one advice for y'all, man. Like, be stand up men and do what y'all gonna say.
Got you.
Appreciate that.
Right. What well, that was kind of advice for them. Any other advice that you would, advice you would give to a young male that wants to venture into a business and become an entrepreneur? What would you say?
Ask questions. I honestly, like, if it's somebody that's listening now and they want to venture out on something and they want to question or got questions, they can ask me. You know, like I'm here to help. You know, at the end of the day. But yeah, like ask questions so you can be knowledgeable of whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. And become a master of your craft. Yeah, become a master of your craft, whatever it is.
All right. I'm gonna make this short. I ain't about to, you know how I feel about you, man. Appreciate you being here, taking some time out of your busy schedule to sit down and talk with me, Xavier and Joseph. I love you. Blood couldn't make us any tighter than what we are, and it's been really cool to be, your best friend and just watch you grow over all these years, man.
That.
I wish you much more continued success, bro.
Thank you, man. For real. That's love, yo.
No doubt.
Right, yeah.
All right. With that, it's a wrap. Season 5, Episode 5. Rickey Kearny Jr., Xavier Lamar, Joseph Brown. Special shout out to Say Yes Buffalo, the John R. O'Shea Foundation, Community Foundation for Greater Buffalo. Appreciate all the support. Continue to support Breaking Barriers and everything that we got going on. And go Bills. Peace.
Super Bowl champs.